Connecting to the cloud.
Yeah, I think Sandra was having a good idea the other day that this webinar, if you want, like we can also later cut it or whatever and then repost it on a blog post.
Yeah, we did it with our other partners. Like, we created a blog about what happened in the webinar, and then we tagged the link of the webinar so they could watch the recordings if they missed it. So we
Yeah,
could,
that's good.
but I think we have to schedule it. Our blog calendar is kind of full now, so I'm gonna check like the earliest date we could set this one up.
Yeah, but we could put the video also on YouTube, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So it must be a good take, guys. Smile.
It will be perfect.
We don't do anything but good takes. Shall I reclaim hostage, or do you want to be the host still?
Who, sorry, is it me?
Yes,
Wait, how do I transfer the host to you?
I can reclaim it.
Okay, sure, sure. Okay.
Oh, I don't want to do that. No, 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 go back. Go back. How do I omit everybody? I don't have that option. Oh, don't want to do that either.
We see
Guys,
that now.
I don't see the admittance button. So we'll let
It's
anyone in.
already on, like the webinar already started. We have four attendees.
Apologies. So hello and welcome to this OpenSolar webinar with the lovely Renusol. I'm going to pass over the reins over to Marco, who is going to walk us through our Renusol configuration that we've added to the OpenSolar platform. Marco.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Marco. I'm heading up the business development at Renusol, and I'm happy to walk you through the Renusol portfolio of mounting system solutions, and to show also the PV configurator, which can give you a full static calculation of your PV mounting system. I would like to start with a poll and ask you how important are static calculation for mounting systems to you? So we have 4 possibilities to answer, and I would be very happy if you could give us a hint about your opinion.
I will give you guys a second more to complete it. And once it's all been completed, I will end the poll. Ending poll now. I'll move that over there. So the Renusol mounting system.
Okay, I will walk you through the Renusol mounting systems portfolio quite quickly and focused. So Renusol is a mounting systems supplier from Germany. We are based in Cologne. The company exists since 1997, so we have more than 25 years of experience. And yeah, we're based on simple solid service that are our three pillars, which we're very proud of. So speaking about the product range, we have flat roof products. We have, of course, on-roof products. For tiled roofs, we have very much specialized products for the UK, for the plain tiles, pan tiles, etc., that you have exactly in the UK. Of course, we have the MCS certification on that product range as well. And yeah, we have nice products for metal roofs, for corrugated roofs, for trapezoidal roofs, and for standing seam. Next one, please. What we're very proud about is our quality and the certification. I mentioned 27 years of experience. We couldn't achieve that without quality and rigid quality control. And we think that is very important for you as a customer, because you want to have the safety that the mounting material that you're putting on the roofs lasts for at least 25 years. And we can warranty that due to several facts, one of them being our experience, second being very extended certification that we undergo. Which certification are we pursuing? We are having MCS certification for the UK. We are doing certification in Germany with the DIBT, which is a building approval institute. We are having a certification in France with ETN. And of course, we are doing a lot of other tests and trials in order to determine the functionality of our system with TÜV in Germany, with Kiva in the Netherlands, etc. So this is the certification side. Then, of course, we have the ISO 9001 certification, which guarantees that our organization, that our company is qualified and certified to do the business that we're doing, to have a rigid quality control, and that we are able to pursue all the processes that you as end customer need in order to get the perfect product on site. Our products are CE certified, and of course also the UK certification, which is the equivalent to CE, is also available. We're giving 20 years warranty on our product, and we can give that, of course, because we have the experience and the fact that our product has a high quality. And of course, we limit or we bind the warranty to a static calculation in the PV configurator. So you're getting a 20-year warranty on our product if you do a design with our design tool. Why do we want that? Because we think that the static calculation is very essential for the quality of the project. And therefore, we give you a tool, the PV configurator, which is available now in OpenSolar as well. And with that tool, you can do easily a static calculation and ensure the quality of the system. Next one, please. We are doing business in Europe and in South Africa. So you're seeing here the countries where we are doing business in and where our systems are designed for these markets specifically. So we have, for the different markets, very specific solutions. I mentioned the UK. We have very specific solutions for the roofs that are in the UK. We have 2 colleagues on the ground in the UK who can support you, who can give you technical designs, who can answer each and every question and are happy to serve you. Next one, please. So our product range and application is for roofs, for every kind of different roof, for flat roof, for metal roof, pitched roof. And then we have, of course, our first-class services. We have a technical team. We have trained engineers who are doing designs for you, who give you help, who give you assistance and help with your problems, specifically with projects which are more difficult, but you can call them at any time and they will give you advice and help. Of course, we have different accessories, which I don't want to touch much in detail, but everything that you need from potentially equalization, grounding, yeah, different applications are available there. Next one, please. So for the flat roof range, we can fix solar modules on every kind of flat roof. The difference with our flat roof systems is that they work until 5 degrees of tilt of the flat roofs. Many producers limit it to 3 degrees. We are not doing that because our systems are designed for temperature dilatation, so we can deal with roofs up until 5 degrees tilt. And basically, we have 3 different product ranges: the FS Pro system for east-west and south-facing application, and the console, which is a plastic tub which can put on the roof, which can be then filled with ballasting material, and then it's one component for one solar module. Very easy, no rail connection, very flexible on the roof, but of course you have a little bit higher need for ballast. Next one, please. So FS Pro is our new standard for flat roofs. Yeah, it's a pre-mounted system, so the rail and the protection pad for the roof and the ridge support and the eave support are already mounted to the rail, so you get one part on site. You don't need to do fiddly work on site. It's very quick to mount. So we have the values there for the system, so it's 30 to 40% quicker to mount than not pre-mounted systems. We have different options for south-facing, for east-west, facing in 10 and in 18 degrees orientation. We can put the modules also in landscape. All the testing is provided, and we have latest state-of-the-art wind tunnel testing, which is implemented in the PV configurator. And in the PV configurator, you can then do the ballast design, or you can give the project to us and we do the ballast design for you. Next one, please. So I mentioned the high degree of pre-assembly, 30% faster to assemble than non-pre-assembled systems. 20 years warranty, reduction of diversity leads to simpler storage. Next, please. So we have, with the FS Pro, we can fit literally every module size in one rail. So you don't have the issue that with different module sizes, you need different mounting systems. Our is universal. We have integrated potential equalization, so you are saving time there. You get the potential equalization with the product. You don't have to care about it. The ridges and the eaves are pre-assembled, and also the roof protection is pre-assembled. You only have to unfold. And you get nice side deflectors if you need them for a static reason or bird protection. Next, please. yeah, flat roof CS Plus is one of the first products of Renusol. Yeah, more than 25 years that this product is existing. It's still very popular. The people like it because it's flexible. It can be easily put on every roof. You don't have to use rails which connect the separate rows. And you can use it also on ground mount installations. We did big ground mount installations in the Netherlands and in Sweden, where multi-megawatt projects have been put on the ground with this system. It's very convenient because you don't need to ram profiles into the ground. Next one. This we can skip. If we want to install modules on yeah, for example, tile roofs, and they should have a tilt, or trapezoidal roofs or standing seam roofs with a tilt, and we want a tilt of between 10 and 35 degrees, the Renusol is the right product. It's a triangular system, very flexible. We have a full static calculation in the PV configurator, very easy to install. So this is a product if you need higher tilt than 10 or 18 degrees. Next one, please. So this is one slide which explains the different combinations. So if you want to attach the flat roof system, the FS Pro, or the Renusol system to standing seam roof, we have different very good standing seam clamps, which you can use then. If you want to attach it to trapezoidal sheet, it would then be the MS Plus range. We have also a cooperation with Nicholson in place, very good producer from the UK, which provides integrated fixing points to all kind of flat roofs, and the holding values, the static values of these integrated fixing points are implemented in our PV configurator. So you get a complete design, not only for our mounting system, but also for the fixation. Next one, please. So for pitched roof, we can mount the system on tiled roofs. We have a large variety of roof hooks, which you can use depending on the exact roof coverage. I already mentioned standing seam, which is a quite application which comes quite often. And then you have the Renusol if you want to apply the modules with a tilt on the roof. Next one, please. So for tiled roof, we have here the Renusol. We have 22 different roof hooks in the portfolio for every kind of tile. We are always trying to reduce them, but it's very hard because, as you know, every roof in Europe looks a little bit different, so we have to provide all the variety. Quite recently, 1 or 2 years ago, we brought out the Renusol RH1 roof hook and the RH flat. And the RH1 roof hook is very important because it has very high holding values. So it has very high static values. Therefore, you can save a lot of roof hooks on your roof if you do a static design, if you do a calculation in the PV configurator. Then you can save material, and not only can you save material and material cost, you can save a lot of working cost because you know that you need time to install every roof hook. I don't know, 5 minutes or something, to notch a tile, etc., to install it, and you can save that by using components which have a high static capability and who have a static design, And using our PV configurator is a tool to make your system economic and feasible. Next one, please. So these are the roof hooks, the RH1 and the RH flat, extruded aluminum roof hooks with a wide area of adjustability. So you need less cuts, you have a stronger system, and you can fit it to literally all the roof coverings in the UK. Next one, please. So this is the whole portfolio for tilted roofs, different roof hooks, different rail, then end caps, universal, and then we have also flashings in the right corner, right bottom corner. There we have a cooperation with Genius Genius Roof Solutions from the UK for the UK market. And yeah, they have designed specifically flashings for our product, and they go together very nicely. And we have tested them for the MCS, so we can prove they are watertight and you don't get any problems in 25 years of lifetime of your system. Next, please. So this is a scheme that shows which roof hook can be used in different application of roof covering. I don't want to go into detail, but yeah, we can cover all the variation. Next, please. We can skip that. So for metal roofs, we can either attach to the metal roofs with hanger bolts. Here we have a wide variety of different hanger bolts in order to get the right application. Next, please. Or we can use the Renusol system. And Renusol was the inventor of the short rail system on trapezoidal sheets. So we were the first company who did that. And we have quite some experience with that, and the market or other competitors have followed us with that system. If you go to the next slide, please. So we have this short rail, which is then attached with two metal screws to the trapezoidal sheet. No pre-drilling required, absolutely watertight, very easy to install, very quick to install, and very economic. Next, please. So here you see also an adapter if you have a corrugated metal sheet that you see at the bottom of the slide. Next, please. And if you want to install the modules in Portrait, we have the MS Plus Portrait rail. Next, please. So for every metal application, we have the right coverage, and not only do we have it, we have also made extensive wind uplift testing for all the combinations of different roof coverage and of course our mounting system, and can prove that it has the right holding values. Next, please. For standing seam, different seam clamps with very high holding values, all implemented statically in our PV configurator. Next, please. So you see different seam profiles that you will find then on the roof. And for all these combination, we have the right system to fit on, and you see it also in our PV configurator, which one is the right for your application. Next, please. Our module clamps are universal, and we were the first company which had a universal clamp ranging from 30 to 50 millimeter module thickness. And we are the only company which has a universal clamp, which is the RS1. I think it's on the next slide. Yeah, here we have the RS1, which is the Renusol 1 clamp. And here you have a mid and an end clamp united in one clamp. So literally you need on your job site only one clamp for all your application. And this is, yeah, this is what we understand under simplicity. We don't need 30 different components. No, we need one, and we can do the job. Next one. Different accessories for bonding, wire management. We have bituminous shingles. We have sample boxes so that you can show the product to your end customer. Next one. And we have the nice PV configurator, which is the design tool for our systems. You have the implemented static calculation in it. And why do we want you to do a static calculation for mounting systems? Yeah, 3 reasons. Actually, one is safety. We want the systems to be safe on the roof, and if we do a static calculation, we can ensure that safety. So it's for your own peace of mind. Secondly, it's reliability. You want to last it for 25 years. We want systems that stay on the roof, that don't fly from the roofs, that don't cause damage and harm to people. So reliability is a second factor. And thirdly is the warranty. We're giving you 20 years of warranty if you do the design, if you do a static design, because then we have a full-fledged system. Not only do you have first-class material, but you have combined the material with the calculation, and you can ensure that it's safe. So warranty is the point. And we do believe that insurances will ask in the future about the static calculation of a PV system. This is the case in some countries. In some countries it is not, but this is a trend which is growing, and this will be the case within 1 or 2 years in all the markets, I firmly believe, and therefore be prepared for it. The next one, please. Yeah, website on renusol.com. You will find all the information that I have given you and much more. Next one. Thank you. That was the introduction to Renusol.
So now an introduction to OpenSolar. So hello and welcome. We're OpenSolar. We're mission driven to accelerate the adoption of solar and renewable energies globally. We're 100% free of charge for you, the solar professional, to use us. We cover the entire world. Our core values and an overview of OpenSolar is we're world-leading solar design software. Again, we're free of charge, so you are free to grow, and you can build, and it's built by solar professionals for solar professionals with a combined 400 plus years of combined expertise through the teams. I'm going to move to a quick poll here, and I'm just going to launch it. So how long on average does it take your team to design a customer-facing proposal for a customer? Please get your results in. I think I've launched the wrong poll. I think I have.
Yeah, it's a static calculation poll that you launched.
I apologize. There we go. I've got to end that first one. Sorry, guys. Let me launch the right poll. Apologies about that. So yeah, if you get your results in on how quickly it is taking your team to do a proposal from beginning to end. Perfect. I'll end that poll now. So as I said, we are we're the world's fastest design technology with Auto 3D, so you can just paint your panels onto the roof. You can create a proposal that you can send out to your customer in under 5 minutes. We do also have integrated finance, approvals, and e-signatures, and we've just launched a new payment system within the OpenSolar platform called Cashflow, which I'll go over in a second. But our world-class accuracy, we have been independently tested, and you can find all this information on our website. You're able to generate automated year-round shading profiles, so you can show your customer when their panels are being affected. And our accuracy, again, we're world-class on that. We're all-in-one solution for you. So we've got a built-in CRM and workflow, designated smartphone and tablet applications, an open API so you can connect to whatever you need to connect to, and post-sale documentation and install packs, manuals, and everything you need for the MCS in the UK. So we have, as I said, Auto 3D. We have a new shop added so you can get live pricing and availability of stock. The system can generate a schematic for you or an SLD. We're fully MCS compliant with all our documentation and our calculator. We have a beautiful document management system, and we are the full beginning to end sales software as well for you. We work very closely with a select a load of finances. So you have the ability to have finance through either Smarties or Selena within the UK, but we do have other finance partners around the world, which means that your customer can sign up for finance within OpenSolar. And as I said earlier, we have introduced Cashflow, which is a end-to-end cash payment system for you as the solar professional. So you can take payments from your customers the way customers want to pay. So that could be bank transfer, that could be credit card, or Visa, Apple Pay, or Google Pay. So I'm just going to swap over to show you a quick demo of how the Renusol system works within the OpenSolar platform. So Marco will join in and explain certain details. So I filled in the customer's details and the energy. I've started my design here, but now we're down to entering in the mounting system. So I'm just going to click Renusol configurator here. Restart the Renusol configurator, I apologize.
Okay, what we see here is that the snow load and the wind speed has been automatically calculated according to the location of your project, this information has been transferred from OpenSolar to our PV configurator. So this is very important. Now you have to determine the distance to the coast. This is for the wind load calculation, very important. The terrain category, which we have skipped very quickly, is an important point. I want to hint to that the terrain category has an immense impact on your wind load. So the lower the terrain category, the higher the wind load. Why? Because if you don't have that much buildings, if you see that field with the tower, so you are on the beach, there is no coverage by other buildings, no coverage by any trees, you have full impact of the wind. So this is your highest wind pressure which you can get. And if you get higher on the terrain category, you are in the city, the lower the terrain category gets. If you don't know exactly in which terrain category you are, then it's good to choose the lower one on the safe side. You get a little bit higher wind speed, you get a higher wind load, but you're on the safe side. This is how engineers would recommend to do it. Okay, here we can choose if our building is exposed. What does it mean, exposed or not exposed? It would be exposed if your building would be built on a hill or on a small mountain. Because then you would get additional wind loads. Why? The higher your building is from the ground, the higher the wind speed is. Because then you don't have friction of the wind. So the wind exhibits friction on the surface of the earth, and the higher you get, the lower the friction, the higher the wind speed. This is why windmills are built in 50, 60, 70, 80-meter high, because there you get maximum wind speeds. Okay, if you have chosen that, so we have chosen not exposed. Now we can choose the type of roof that we have, and the type of roof is not only important due to geometric reasons, but we also want to know the exact wind load on the roof. And the form of the roof says which wind load you have on the roof, and also in which different roof zones. As you may know or may perhaps not know, on every roof you have different wind action and wind speeds and wind pressures, and this is defined by the geometry of the roof. Therefore, we have to take the exact geometry of the roof. So if it's a gabled roof or if it's a flat roof, it's completely different. So, and then the codes and standards define which wind loads we have to take into account. And we have all the codes and standards, the relevant codes and standards in Europe in our calculation model, and it takes the exact wind load that we have to consider. Okay, next one, please. So now we are introducing roof length and the roof width. The roof pitch has been taken from OpenSolar automatically. The building height. The building height is very important factor. If you don't know exactly the building height, try to gather this information, because the building height, the higher the building, the higher the wind load. So you have to know, you have to get that parameter right. Now we can choose the roof coverage of this roof. Here you have different options, as I explained. We are choosing now a plain tile roof. We are choosing a plain tile roof, and here we can define now the batten spacing, the batten height, etc. But these fields are pre-filled with values which are right in 90% of all cases. If your case is a little bit deviating, you can fill other values, but they are marked with the black fields, with these black icons. Now we're defining the rafters, and this is of course a very important information. As you may imagine, the spacing of the rafters is quintessential. If it's very high, then each roof hook gets a higher load, and also the rail could bend more easily than if the rafters are more nearby. So we have here a spacing of the substructure of 600. For the UK, we will introduce a more typical value of 400 perhaps. We can change that value to 400. Leave the other values and go to the next field. Now you see we can choose different systems. On the roof that we have defined by now, we could install two different mounting systems of Renusol. One would be a on-roof system called Renusol, and the next one would be the in-roof system. But we will choose now the Renusol system, the on-roof system, which is a typical one for this application. Now we are defining how to mount the modules, either in portrait or in landscape. We have chosen portrait, obviously. If you can go to the fastener type, please. There you see now all the different roof hooks which are usable for this application, and most of them have also a small icon, a small drawing, where you can then get the geometric values. Not all of them, but many of them have. So you can check if this roof hook would fit to your tile that you have on the roof. We will choose the RH1 roof hook on top of the list. Ridge flat, where is the RH1?
It's the top one. It's just called RH.
Yeah, okay, we'll choose that one. Yeah. Yeah, there we have different parameters, of course, which we can also change. The rail length, the type of rail, we have different rail heights. Yeah, but these are the standard values which we would recommend to leave them as they are. Here you can choose the clamps. I mentioned the RS1 clamp or the mid and end clamps. We'll choose now the RS1 clamp in the color black because we have black modules. Now we go to next. Now we go to the static calculation. Yeah, we can adjust the module field. And now you have seen the static calculation has been performed. The box is green. And you have seen for this project, we have done now the full static calculation. And you can see that the fasteners, so that means the roof hooks, are utilized by 88%. The clamp is only used by 21%, and the base rail by 39%. And now what I would recommend you is to get the report, the full static report. You go here to Project Report Extended, and then you can download your documentation for that project. And what does this documentation do? In the first part, it only explains what kind of roof, what is the location. Here you see the location. What is the type of roof that you have? Which module have you used for this calculation? And then it says, okay, which module rail has been used, which clamp has been chosen. The system is shown very nicely. And then you have the result of the static validation, that it's okay. You have drawings which you can use then on site in order to build the system on site. You have a drawing, could you stop there? Where you have the static utilization of each and every component in the respective place. And yeah, so the next one. And this would then be for the module, for the roof hooks. So here you have the drawing, how to mount it. You get a bill of material with the item numbers, with the quantity, with the weight. And now you have the documentation of the static calculation. And this is very important. Here you are, here you got a list where you get the dead loads, the snow loads, and the wind loads. And we don't only write down the loads, but we also write down how we have calculated it. And this is different to other competitors who give you a piece of paper and it says nothing actually to an engineer because it's not documented. We are completely open about our calculation, how we have done it, and an engineer, a proof engineer, can check it easily. So next page, please. Here you see the roof. And here you see also the different zones on the roof. So you have edge zones, which is, for example, the zone E on the roof. And in the edge zones, you have much higher wind loads. And what is the sign of higher wind loads? These are the values that you see there. CP equals 0.53. The CP values dictate the force of the wind. And the higher the CP value, the higher the force of the wind. Simply simple as that. And this depends on the zone on the roof in which you place your mounting system. So the more you place your mounting system in the edge zone, in the corner zone, the higher load you get. And we calculate that exactly. Some manufacturers say, yeah, leave out, don't get into the edge zone or something. Don't build your system in the corner zone. But from our point of view, this is nonsense, because you want to use the whole of the roof. And then the best version is to put some roof hooks more in that area. And we define that by the mounting plan that you have seen before and by the static calculation. Okay, next one, please. Now we are calculating all the different load combination, and this means dead load plus snow load plus wind load in different combinations with the safety factors. And there you see factors of 1.35 and 1.5. And so all the loads are multiplied by safety factors. And in codes and standards, we are talking about a safety level for the static calculation. And this is about 2. So we have a safety of approximately 2, that no system will fail. Or you can say in the codes, it is allowed that one system in 1 million systems built up fails. This is the security that we want to have for buildings, for high-rise buildings, and that we also want to have for mounting systems, that we want to have for solar systems. Okay, next one, please. Okay, these are still the load combinations, which we have now calculated. So we have the relevant values. Next one. And now we have a calculation of the components which get the highest load. So we have a roof hook in the corner area and it gets the highest load, or we have a clamp which is mounted in the corner area of the roof. It gets the highest load. So we are looking at that load and taking that load and dividing it by the resistance of each component. So we have made testing, we have made calculations of all our mounting components. We know our clamp can hold 500 kilogram of load until it breaks. Then we define a admissible load scenario, which is only, I don't know, like 300 kilogram per clamp. And this is then the maximum load that this clamp should get in a static calculation. And then we have this safety net and can ensure that nothing happens. Next one. So this is done now for the clamps, for the rails, and for the roof hooks. Here you see the static calculation for the mounting rail, and this should be now for the roof hooks. Yeah. This is the calculation for the roof hooks then, right? Yeah, and that's it. So if you do that and you have this calculation, you have done everything right, and you can sleep easily in the night and don't have to fear the next storm, which will come. We don't know when the storm comes, but it will come. And in the UK, there was a severe storm some month ago. I don't know, it was in February, I believe. It was a very high storm, very strong storm. yeah, also PV systems were damaged, and you want to make sure that the system that you have built up stays safely and no harm happens.
So
Now,
from there,
with all the information gathered, we can go back now to OpenSolar. And then the bill of material is transferred to OpenSolar. You get the exact amount of material that you need in order to finish your project.
From there, you can add in all the other components such as your inverter, batteries, other accessories can all be added. You can also integrate with scaffolding if required. And then, of course, add in your pricing matrix to make sure that it's priced correctly. But from there, you'll then be able to send this to your customer. And on the online proposal, because we are using Renusol here, we do have the Renusol details here. So as we can see here, we've got their beautiful image. We have their spec sheet about the product that we've selected and added to our system. Plus, the customer, when they receive this online proposal or PDF proposal, will be able to see the product details as well. So understand the product that you've selected, giving them that extra, peace of mind that the products you've chosen are, going to work perfectly. It gives them all the details about the product so the customer can view everything and understand what you've selected and added to their online proposal. From there, they're going to have all the information about how the system performs, about how the system works, bill savings on their system, quotation tables, how quickly the system is going to pay back, environmental benefits, and of course the important MCS table and sum path diagram are also included at the bottom. And then from there, the customer can review their proposal, agree to the terms and conditions and your contract. And as we said earlier, they can also digitally sign their signature and accept the proposal. You can then take your order and you can pass that order over to a stockist if you are working with one of our stockists, such as Seagen or City Plumbing, or wherever you get your parts from. You can download a bill of materials. Is there any questions, guys?
What about our questions about the
So with the poll results,
yeah.
the poll results on the Renusol one, how important is the static calculation for mounting systems? Extremely important, and that was 100%.
Okay.
So very important. And on the poll results for how quickly on average do you do a customer facing proposal, 30 to 16 minutes. Once you're up and set with OpenSolar, 15 minutes from beginning to end, and you can have a proposal to send out to a customer. And
Great improvement.
Great improvement. Plus, having all the benefits of having Renusol on here just helps because you've got all the paperwork that you need to complete your projects.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so
if you do have any help or support or need any help, with OpenSolar, please click support, reach out to us. Our help center is there to help you. And also we have our ticketing system, so you can reach out to us and get help or support from there. Or please feel free to join any of our webinars that we have running weekly. Ask us any questions. We're here to help and support you guys.
The same for Renusol. If you have any questions regarding Renusol mounting systems, or you need technical support, you can go to our website, to renusol.com, and you get there. You have there a contact area where you can put in your name, your phone number, and we'll get back to you very soon and clarify your questions and give you answers. Apart from that, I want to mention that in the UK, we have a turnaround time of 48 hours on projects. So if you give us a project, we give you a design for complicated project within 48 hours. So get back to us, ask questions from us. We are there to help.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Any questions from anybody, please put them into the chat. If there are no questions, I will let you lovely people go and hope you have an amazing rest of the day, but we're always here to help you. Do not hesitate to contact us, and have a great rest of the day, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.